Welcome back, everybody. This is the Crazy Canuck coming from Saskatchewan, Canada. Give you a little update here on a couple little projects. Here's the greenhouse. I started putting the poly up, started putting tin up. So as I take tin off on the outside, I'll be putting it up here on the back wall. I just have to cut some tin and finish up the upper part. And then I can start taking the other greenhouse apart and using the clear panels on the front and side, and then start taking the tin off the roof and either cover that with poly, woven poly, or get panels like I have on the other greenhouse. So that's the quick update on the greenhouse, or the future greenhouse, and now we'll take a look at something else. So everything is doing all right here in the grow chamber. Things are coming along nicely, except for one thing. I took the cucumbers and put them out in the greenhouse because it was warm, and there was a jug on the steps that looked like it was full of water, and I watered them, and this is the result. Turns out that the jug was leftover sugar water from when I fed the bees last fall. So you're talking 50% sugar, 50% water. Now, if you remember one of my first videos about making biodiesel, someone had commented about labeling products in different containers, and this would be a good reason why. So I'll be replanting the cucumbers. It's more than early enough. We used to just put them in the garden at the end of May, and they do just fine. So I'll just replant these and we'll be good to go. Now, of course, in the grow bed we've got some sow thistle coming up here. We got I think that's probably a beet, if the thing will focus. We've got some sunflowers. We got all kinds of things coming up here. There's some more beets. So yeah, this will be really interesting. And then, of course, I got all kinds of worms in here. They're doing really well. I always like to have my little buddies here helping me out. So that's a little disaster that happened with the cucumbers. We'll be remedying that shortly. And on to the next update. Well, if you remember the video I did on where I mentioned my seed bank for emergency purposes, you'll remember these vials that I've labeled and I put smaller seeds in, and I was looking for more, and I got these at dollar store, but they're not carrying them anymore. They seem to get something in, and then all of a sudden they don't get it in anymore. So I had to go and find some new ones, and I want to get some smaller ones for the smaller seeds, because you really don't need 5 acres of tiny seeds in a container that you're taking for emergency purposes. You can always put those somewhere else. So I went on Amazon and I found a box of 50 of these smaller vials. Now, if you compare them to the other ones, they're just a little bit smaller. In this one I have my Oxheart tomato seeds that I saved from last year. And here is San Marzano tomato. These are also saved. So I can put 50 different varieties of seeds in one little box and pack it away. And if there's ever an emergency, fire or a tornado or alien invasion, whatever it is, I can grab one box and take off with every seed variety that I have. So it comes in a nice convenient little box, which is really cool. And that's it. That's a major bonus. I didn't expect to get it in the box, but this works. So that's the update on the seeds and on the emergency seed bank. So on to another one. Now this is the greenhouse and the setup I had for last year, the flood tray. I still have some barley to harvest over here. And I decided to put the cabbages out here to get a little bit of sun. And of course these were planted on the 15th. And it is now, I believe, the 20th, so 5 days. And the Copenhagen are up. Copenhagen is a really popular cabbage in this area. I've also got the Danish ballhead, which was also very popular. And they're just starting to come. So things are looking good on the cabbage side. I'm going to keep these watered and get ready to transplant them in probably 2 weeks. And after that, hopefully the other greenhouse will be done. And in 2 weeks, that puts us into the beginning of May. And we'll see what the weather's going to do. Hopefully it's a decent spring that we can actually get in the garden. So that's all the updates. Doing some real quick ones. And as usual, pass the word. Like if you like. Subscribe if you haven't. And we'll talk to you soon.